Hey guys, how is it going? We're back in another Cruise Tycoon video. Finally, I'm back to playing this game because, well, I'm not completely back to playing it because I'm still going in Retail Tycoon. I'm like kind of halfway in that game, so I'm not completely back into the game, but I just wanted to do this tutorial because I see so many people, well, I wouldn't say complaining, but like confused about how Autopilot, the new function Autopilot, actually works in this game. So I'm going to try and do my best to explain how Autopilot actually works in this game, and hope that you guys actually understand what I'm trying to say here. Because yeah, I just want everyone to know how to actually do Autopilot, because it is such an amazing thing. And once fleet, once you'll be able to have multiple ships, it's really going to be helpful to have Autopilot, so you can actually have multiple ships going around at once. So let's just get straight into the video. So just before I get into the main topic of this video, I just want to quickly say, if you aren't subscribed already, be sure to go down and hit that subscribe button, because I have checked on my analytics recently, and I do see that a lot of people that watch my videos actually aren't subscribed. So if you actually, of course, if you want to watch my videos like in the future and stuff I do about the game, consider subscribing, because I will do more videos about this game and all other kinds of games. So you can also tell me like things you want to know about the other games, or do all that stuff in the comments, or suggest games to me, all that. But be sure to subscribe, because it is very much appreciated, and of course leave a like. But let's just get straight into the main topic of this video. But yeah guys, basically, if you don't know what Autopilot is, I'm just quickly going to explain it now here. But basically, Autopilot is a function that was, I wouldn't say recently added to the game, but it was a function that was added to the game some time ago, a couple of weeks ago, where you are actually able to get your ship to automatically sail around, which is a pretty cool feature, I have to say. So as you can see right now, I'm not doing anything, but my ship is actually sailing by itself. As you can see in my map here, I have the route played out right up here. It goes around here, goes around in this little square right here, as you can see, and it goes around, and it just keeps on repeating it until I actually turn it off or do something else. But basically, what you have to do to start a route is you go into manage right here. Of course, you have to make sure you have a ship that can go the distance you need, and you have enough passengers, all that to make money. But basically, you go into this right here. As you can see, we have all these options right here. You do start on this one, but basically go into the one that's here called routes, with the picture of the maps right here. You go into that, and then you see here we have, you don't really have any start options, but you just have these options here to make a new route. So I'm really gonna turn off this, because I can't have my ship driving at the same time as making a route, so I'm gonna deactivate it. And my ship stopped moving, which is great. As we can see here, we're going to make a new route, and we're going to call it, let's say we're calling it tutorial route, just for the sake of the video, to do this right here. And now we get into this menu right here. All the green circles here you can actually see are ports that you can dock your ship into. So once you're gonna go and refuel your ship and all that stuff, you actually want to place your you want to actually get into the dock here. So we start off by placing, for example, a dock right here. Actually you have it right there. Then we can choose if you want to refuel, recharge it, resupply, or get new passengers on this port here. So we say that this is our start port, so we want to have our passengers just like this here, and we also want to refuel and recharge once we get back here. So I don't want to buy any I don't need to refuel, because I only want electricity. Well, basically, I don't need to refuel because I don't have any fuel to buy, because I don't have any fuel tanks. I go electric. So if you have fuel, of course you take this on, and if you don't have batteries, you remove it, and vice versa. Basically, it's up to how you made your ship, but basically I'm gonna do like that. And most people, from what I can see, actually think you can just do like, okay, so I'm gonna go to that place, that place, that place, and that place. Okay, so I'll just do like, okay, boom, choose one of these, boom, and there we go, my route's done. You can't just do like that, because you can see we have a couple of red things here. So if you can't already think, it's because you actually can't do a route like that, because it is actually sailing through land right here. So you don't want it to go through any of the islands, because I'm pretty sure you have never seen a ship go through land and actually survive it. So what you want to do is make more nodes. As you can see, it says down here in the corner, click to add a new waypoint. So you just click out in the open, and then you see you actually make a new point where you can actually drive our ship. So I'm quickly just going to remove all these nodes. You can remove them just by clicking on them. So just do like that, like this, and now we're back to the start. So We place one here, one like this here. You can see, well, we're going inside this, so we just move it by clicking and dragging on it until we are out like this. And now we can actually make our way around the island so we don't crash into it. So just be sure to adjust your ship, your route all the way around. And now we want to go this one here, so we make our next route here. See, okay, so we are, it does say it's right, but it also goes through the thing here. So we actually do want to try and avoid that, because your ship will potentially get stuck. So you just quickly just do a little movement just like this, and now you can see that we have made our little part of the route here. So now we actually just continue on going up. We want to fill these in like we do right here, and now we go continue on. So again, make sure to not get into the island or anything like that, because your ship will potentially get stuck and it's going to waste fuel, and that's not going to be good for your money, and you'll have to restart all over again. I don't want that to happen. So we actually continue on placing nodes right here. You can just, of course, if you want to, you can start to, you can start off by doing something like this right here. I recommend not taking this outside one here, because it is pretty difficult for a big ship to actually get back in here and get out again. So I recommend you take the inside one here, and big ships also can't dock on these two, so try not to use those if you have the Albatross or the Osprey or something like that. But basically you can see, okay, so is my route safe like this here? You see, okay, it works down there, so I can go back up here, and let's see, okay, so it's going through here, which my ship technically can't, so I'm gonna take another route and quickly take this one outside here like this, and see, now it doesn't go through, and we can actually have it go like that. So now you can see our route is pretty bendy. Like, it's fine if you want to leave it like that, but I just think it's a bit of a waste of fuel going bending like that. So I'm just quickly gonna add one to straighten it a bit out, just like that. And it's fine that you have a sharp corner like this in here, because you can see you're just quickly gonna add a node here to do that. And as you can see now, it does seem like you're like, how is my ship gonna turn like that? But actually your ship does actually, once your ship goes in and does what it has here, you see, I think we're just gonna change our passengers here. We have only visited 2 places, but also because it takes about a full day to go from here to here, so we can then do a full circle by going like this here. So remove that, whoops, and then we go back in, and you can see here that we want our once your ship goes in, you can actually go like this, because once your ship goes in, it goes in like this, it goes straight in, and then it actually flips around, like zoom teleports around, and then it's actually flipped around, and then continuing on going through this way here. So you actually don't have to worry about that. So once you're going to start to go out, we just take our route and we make it go completely straight over here, as you can see, just like this, and it snaps into place. But basically, you want to make sure your ship actually isn't going through anything on the route, so just be sure to check everything through, just like this here. You can see, okay, this before was going a bit through here, so we just make sure it doesn't go into the island, and then we continue on going here. I just put that on accident. Then we go over here and we see we just want to recharge and resupply just like this, and then we maybe want to not have it go like this right here, because it isn't actually that good for a ship to having that steep going into or out of a port, because it may get stuck or push against the port, which you don't really want to happen to a ship. And you can see, like, for example, IMS right here, it actually goes in a big bow around, so it doesn't like crash into the port or something. So we're just gonna grab a node here and place that just like this, so it turns outside the port, so you don't get in, so you're going to start hitting it. Basically, then you just go down, you check all the way through your route and see if it goes. You can see right here it's not going into anything, and if you want to, basically that's our route finish. If you want to make sure to check it, you can just be sure to, like, whoops, see, you don't want to do that, but basically just make sure everything is aligned and nothing is not working. Just make sure that it's not going through any land. Just quickly go over it, see it's not clipping through here, okay, not hitting any island. The blue here is actually underwater, so it can go over this here, but not the one that's above water. That doesn't work. But basically just follow your route until you can make sure that it's not going through anything and it's not like completely working. So now that our route is finished, we can done tutorial, and now our ship is actually ready. So you can see now we have created the route, but that's only a part of it. So now what you want to go do is make sure that you have any open space. Let's just quickly, let me actually go try and find it, because I see my ship is pretty packed, just to make sure that I actually have enough room for everything. But basically what I do is make sure we have a available 3x4 area, and then you can see we have a cruise room right here. There's a crew bedroom kind of thing. I'm not sure what it's called. Let's see, we have a crew cabin right here, as you can see. So it's a 4x3 area. You want to make sure you can place one of these down here, and it holds up to 4 passengers, or 4 crew members it's called, not passengers. But basically you want to have a couple of these because the amount of people you need for a ship depends on the size of the ship. But basically you want to place a bit of one of these just around some. Yeah, I have these right down here because I can just, I am available to have them there, so I'm just gonna have them here. That's where I have room for them. But basically once you do that, you want to go back into manage, and then you want to go into the crew button up here. Here you can see you can have your captain, navigator, and officers. All of these people up here in the first part, they are the people you need to actually use your ship. So if you want to be able to use autopilot, you're gonna have to fill all of these out. So as you can see, I have done that. For example, here for the autopilot, I just made a bit of money there. But for the autopilot, you can see I need a captain, a navigator, an officer, an officer, an officer, an officer, and an officer. So I need 5 officers and a navigator and a captain for my albatross. And to make sure they actually can use stuff, you actually want to make sure you go into edit mode and build stuff, because the control panels actually are usable now. You can see utilities, we have the bridge controls here. You need one of these for the captains to use, as you can see right here, and the navigator also uses this. The captain is for sailing in the day, and the navigator is for sailing in the night. So basically that's why you need both of those. And then we have the next one here, which is a normal monitor, which is a spot the officers to monitor the ship. So basically you need 5 of these, for example for me, because I have the albatross, 5 of those and 1 of these here. So basically that's what I need. As you can see for me right here, I just have them out here. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, basically I have enough here. As you can see, I have these right over here and these here. So that's enough. If we you can't see my crew members because I've turned it on, but basically you can see if I do this right here, you actually will start to see, okay, my officers are not here, but basically my guys here, as you can see. My navigator's here trying to drive the ship, basically, but it's not really turned on. So if you just turn our route on just like this here. Actually, let's quickly talk back because we are running out of food. Now we're back to this place. Quickly get in here and let's see. Passengers, no, let's not unload them, but let's go into supplies, fill that out just like this. Boom, boom, have that full, and let's go back out and let's get our ship to start sailing. So back into routes, and now that everything is fine, we have loaded our route right here. You can see you have to click on this button here to load your route. We have loaded it right here, just like this, and now we actually start sailing. So we just to do that, you click the activate here. It also says here what you have chosen. So just click activate, and your ship will start sailing. As you see, we have see in here, dock is your ship will depart in 10 seconds, and I got a bit of money because I told it to renew my passengers once we actually started sailing. So time will quickly start. As you can see now, our ship is sailing. So now just wait, and I recommend you do this. You go through the entire route with your ship and make sure that it's not getting stuck anywhere, because if it is doing that, you potentially need to redesign your ship. So let's actually just quickly, I'm gonna do a time lapse now. Let's just quickly see how our ship is actually going to do. But yeah, guys, as you can see here, I'm just about back to the island here. I've got a full turn around, as you can see on our map up here. I've got a full way around this path right here, and there's actually no problems with it. So that's just fantastic. If your route is like that, that's great. If you have a bit of problems, that's fine. I also had a lot of problems when I made my first couple of routes, but you get there eventually. just as we check into our island right down here and end of this video. I hope you guys found this video tutorial helpful, because you know, I see a lot of people struggle with autopilot for mostly their own fault. Not saying that's a bad thing, because it is kinda, you know, it is a bit confusing if you don't know what you're doing. So I just hope this here helps you guys understand more a bit about how you actually use autopilot. So see, I'll get a bunch of money there. Just gonna quickly stop the route from going on. You just deactivate it here, and it's actually gonna stop sailing. So just like that, and I'm really gonna actually throw off my passengers because I don't really want them to steal my food. So I'm just gonna do like that. And as you can see, from when we started, our money is already much higher, mostly because my ship is a money-making machine, but also because, you know, our autopilot is doing a great job. So basically, that's going to be it for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe. But until next time, I'll see you guys then.